Hello math students, Mrs. Harden here. Today we are on day 25 and we are still on our circles, but today what we're going to do is we're going to use some of our knowledge that we have already. We've learned what our radius is, we've learned what diameter is, we've learned how to find the circumference, but now we're going to learn how to find the area. So area of a circle, right? So anytime we're finding area is the space a shape takes up. Is the amount of space the shape takes up. So we're finding the area of a circle. So to find the area of the circle, we use A, or our area. So our area equals pi multiplied by our radius squared. So that's our formula we're going to use. We're going to use our Desmos calculator to find the area. But we have to do a couple of things first. So I have a couple examples I'm going to do here. First one, first thing we always do when we start a problem is we always start by writing out our formula. So A equals pi times our radius squared. Then we also want to say, what is our radius? Well, here in this problem, our radius is 7. So A equals pi times our radius of 7 squared. Then our next line, our area equals, what is 7 squared? Well, 7 squared, 7 times 7 is 49. So now we have 49 pi. So that's actually the number, that's actually our area in terms of pi. So 49 pi. And so we can actually add our centimeters squared, because that's an answer in terms of pi, because that's a more approximate answer than what we're going to get. Well, that's actually your exact answer, not approximate. Now we're going to talk about our approximate answer. So to find our approximate answer, we have to do our 49 and multiply it by pi. We're going to use our Desmos calculator. And when we're in the Desmos calculator, we want to make sure that we're using that pi key. So I'm going to do 49 times pi. So 49 pi. And that gives me an answer, 153.93804. But we're going to round to the nearest hundredths, which is the second decimal place, the second spot after the decimal. So 153.94, because we're going to look at that 8, and that 8 tells us to bump that 3 up to the 4. So 153.94. So 153.94 centimeters squared. And so that's our answer. Okay, so we're going to go down and we're going to have a second example here. First thing we always start with is writing our formula. Okay, so area equals pi times our radius squared. Here our radius is 3.5. So let's fill in. So area equals pi times 3.5 squared. Okay, and I will tell you the 3.5 squared is not 9.25. You don't just square the 3 and square the 5. Okay, so if you need to, use that calculator. So 3.5 squared is actually 12.25. So the area equals pi times 12.25. Okay, but we want to make sure we're writing it completely in terms of pi, so we want it to look more like this one up here. So I'm actually going to erase that right there, and I'm going to rewrite it. So area equals 12.25 pi centimeters squared, because that's our exact answer in terms of pi. So then now we're going to do our 12.25 times pi. 12.25 pi. So 38.48451,001. But remember, we're rounding to the nearest hundredth. So if we look, we'll look at that 8. Well, next to that 8 is a 4, but next to that 4 is a 5. So the 5 is going to round the 4 up to a 5. Then that 5 would make that 8 round up to a 9. So 38.49. So 38.49 centimeters squared. Okay, so that was our area on that second one. So what you're doing is you're going to finish up by completing the Canvas quiz that this is in. So complete that Canvas quiz. Be very careful with your answers. Be very careful that you're looking that you're given a radius and when you're given a diameter, because the formula is radius. All right, good luck, and we will see you later. Make sure you contact your teacher if you have any questions.